I'm in the back seat. You should probably take the wheel. I'm kinda twisted inside, and
Please subscribe, it'll really help us out and get you more content. Enjoy.
So today marks the first day of our cheap car challenge. Nobody else is competing but us. We're not skiing, it's summertime. It's not biking because I messed up my shoulder this year and my knee's still a little gimped from that last run I had skiing. So we're taking it easy that way. We decided to buy the cheapest convertible little sports car we could find. And that's what we're going to pick up. We still got about 2.5 hour drive ahead of us. We're heading across Massachusetts all the way over towards the shore. And yeah, you excited?
Oh, I'm very, very, very excited. I've been excited about this all week.
So our idea with it is we get the cheap convertible, and I think it needs some work. I think they said it didn't start.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll have to figure out what's wrong with it. I believe it's just a starter, but could be a switch or something else. And we're gonna do a bunch of like trips. I want to do some off-roading, so maybe some heavy modifications before the summer's out. But we're gonna put down some miles. What else we've been doing? I don't know.
Not much. Not much.
We've been guarding pretty heavy for the last month straight.
So not much to do with anything that goes on this channel. We would have shared it with you guys if we did.
Our trip out west was a lot of fun. I'll be putting those videos together pretty soon. But we had a lot of fun in like Moab, and I don't know, it was all awesome.
I almost wonder if we should take out this convertible to Moab and zip it around there too.
That might be an option. I mean, the van could pull it.
Yes, or we could just drive it out there.
That almost sounds like a hell of a challenge. Cross-country road trip in a heavily modified car.
That sounds like fun to me. Let's do it.
I don't know. If we get enough people egging us on, maybe we will.
Maybe if we get enough people to do it with us, we'll do it.
Ooh, there's an idea.
We
Maybe
can cross the country the fastest and in one.
Maybe we should find a few more people in the Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York area that want to do a Moab trip in $2,000 convertibles. Modify it.
Sounds good to me.
I think that's a challenge. All right, well, I'm driving in a bunch of traffic and I need to pay more attention. So much road construction today. Having a hard time keeping my timetable for this person. So we're currently 3 hours into a 2.5 hour drive, and navigation's telling us we have to sit in traffic for another 16 minutes. We've moved about a half mile. It's not great.
I mean, can't we just get off another exit?
This is the only exit. There it is, Mini Cooper S 2005 supercharged. Very dusty, but we definitely had the pop started to get it up on the trailer. We're trying to figure out how we're going to get it off and get it pop started. But pretty happy with the purchase. Seemed to run good. I was excited. So what was supposed to be 6 hours turned out to be 10 hours in the vehicle today. It was worth it. kind of wish it didn't happen, but it was worth it. It's home in the garage. We did take it for a little tear. Everything seemed to run really good. It's got the standard supercharger whine, pops out the exhaust.
Starter is the first thing we do because I am not pushing this thing out of there.
And it needs the starter done.
If anybody's pushing out, he is, and I'm going to drive it out of here.
So I think next week I'll start figuring out what's wrong with it. Definitely needs the starter or the clutch switch, and then an ABS.
It's mine.
What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm procrastinating. I don't want to pull the starter out of this Mini Cooper right now. And it's raining out, so I can't find anything else to do to distract me. So I am going to clean up these headlights. And there the mountain bikes hang. All season so far, even though we've had a few good days to get out and go riding. I messed up my shoulder pulling lumber off the top of a shelf at Home Depot, and I needed to heal, so I'm not gonna risk a few rides over that. Hence why I picked up the project. I used to do this for a living for a lot of years, so not cleaning headlights, modifying motors, putting in electrical and sound systems, doing all that kind of stuff. So the starter is somewhere under that exhaust manifold. I'm gonna attempt to get in there, have to pull off some heat shields, and I saw a dude remove it through the hole by the axle. So I'm not gonna bore you with a tutorial on how to remove parts from a car. So we'll see you on the other side. It is the next day. I have the new starter to go back in. I already compared them to make sure they're exact, because I took this one out first yesterday, and to get the old starter out, it had to come up through that little hole right there. And as you can see, these two things don't fit very well. So it's no wonder that the dealership throws this on a lift and pulls out the half shaft to put it in, because the wrench was moving just a tiny bit to get it out. I picked up this little swivel. Don't know where my old one was, but now I got a new one. Hopefully that'll make it go quicker. And yeah, definitely gonna spare you the reinstallation because that sucked. So we just got it registered today. Placing this coolant reservoir. Apparently the plastic's cracked right here. It's been leaking out. Picked this one up off Amazon for 30 bucks. And there's still one more thing. I'm not sure how bad it is, but that little, you can see a little silver right there. That pulley, not really squealing. It's making a not good noise. So I have a new one coming. So I just threw out this little package of screws. They go underneath and up. They've been sitting in a garbage that's almost a week old. It was very stinky, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I got it installed, filled up the halfway just like the original. Fingers crossed it works fine, should. I do have to bend the heat shield back into place. And that is just to protect the hoses. Make sure that's all good. We'll probably drive it around this weekend just because it'll be fun. And then we'll get that pulley changed. Kind of sounds weird, a little bit metallic. That's what we're gonna try to get rid of. I have the new pulley here. Screws down there. See if we can get it done. So I just got the inner fender out, and the pulley I'm shooting for is right there. So pretty easy to access. The old belt's out, the old idler pulley. The new idler pulley's in, and the new belt is on. All back together, back on the ground. Let's start it up and see if it sounds better. Test drives. The van is finally back. I did take a couple weeks to get it out to a shop, but had to drive to Long Island, had to take a ferry both ways to get a new front differential, and then they could rebuild it. It was a process.
That day was also a lot like today. Not very much fun.
No, that was a long day too.
I'm finding these car trips not to be very much fun, although I'm very excited upcoming to it.
Yeah, so the van will go to Maine probably in, I think, a couple weeks. We're going to Maine. We'll have a fun trip then. But we will see you soon.